for showing up here, for showing up for our comrades, showing up for everyone who supports this movement. Yes, give yourself a round of applause. We appreciate each and every one of you for coming out on a Saturday and dealing with us on all of these issues. We have a great lineup of speakers here during the entire march. So the more energy, the more vibes, everything. We got to show our comrades who are sitting in jail that we are out here fighting for them. I want to hear screaming. I want to hear noise. I want it all from each and every one of you out here with us. We have Maritza, my comrade for Party for Socialism and Liberation, and thank y'all so much for showing up for our people. All right, hey everybody. Man, it's so great to see so many folks turn up today. I think we have, nearly 300 people out right now, and we're really just getting started. So y'all can start off by giving yourselves a round of applause for being here. So I just want to start out by saying that the family, friends, and comrades of those still in jail, who are Lillian House, Eliza Lucero, and Joel Northam, want all of us to know that these organizers, these people who are locked up right now, that have played such an important role in organizing large and sustained and peaceful protests during the national uprising against racism, they are still in jail, but they are with us. They are with us and their spirits are high. They know we are doing all that we can to get them back out here so that they can be here with us where they belong.
That's right.
So it was this past Thursday that the Denver Police Department arrested these and other anti-racist organizers in a coordinated assault with the Aurora Police Department and Arapahoe and Adams County courts. They arrested organizers within hours of each other while they were shopping, driving, and in their own homes. And right now, the organizers who are arrested are being held on what are clearly trumped up, ludicrous felony charges, including the bizarre charge of kidnapping. So we are here today to demand their immediate release. And that all of the charges against them be dropped. Because we know that these organizers have committed no crime. It is DPD and APD that are the criminals here. And it is District Attorney Daniel Young who has refused to prosecute the police who murdered Elijah McClain, who is criminal. The anti-racist organizers who have been arrested have been targeted because they are political organizers, because they have organized large Black Lives Matter protests, because they have played a lead role here in Denver in the movement during the uprising that started in May with the murder of George Floyd. That is why they are being targeted. It's because of the work. It's because of their leadership in this movement. It is because
it's okay, Kat. I'm glad you can catch it.
Here with y'all, with the people, consistently since the uprising that began.
Definitely wouldn't want you to get pulled over.
End to the war on Black America. That's why they're locked up. So this attack on the Denver anti-racist movement and the PSL is a part of a concerted national assault on the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yes, it is.
An attack driven from the White House, the governor's mansions, and from local police and police departments around the country. The type of repression that we're seeing here in Denver is now being used in an effort to put down one of the largest protest movements in U.S. history. And that movement is being attacked because its aim is to expose the brutality of the police. because it is aimed at exposing the crimes of the racist, capitalist system for the world to see. Because it is demanding justice for all victims of police brutality. And so we know that every social movement in the past has faced such repression, and we will stand up to face it again. We will not be deterred. We will not be defeated. We will not stop fighting. We will not be afraid, because the anti-racist movement is a just movement, and it is an essential movement, and it is a growing movement. And the organizers who have been arrested could have been any of us, and that is why we all must stand together. They have committed no crimes, but only devoted themselves to the struggle for justice. That is again why they have been targeted and rounded up, because they dared to struggle, to fight back. And that's why we're here today, to demand that they be freed and the charges against them be dropped. And we will be successful in that struggle. They will be freed, and the anti-racist movement will continue to grow, because we stand here together. Thank you. All right, let's give it a round of applause to our comrade Maritza. One more time, y'all. When Black lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When activist lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That is what I'm talking about.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Next up here, we have Lindsay Mentor, a long
We stand up, fight back.
organizer in this movement. Y'all need to give a big round of applause up for Lindsay. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
It's been an interesting week, hasn't it? So just like she said, what do? We stand up, we fight back. I want to call out Bill Weiser.
Piece of shit.
We voted for you, Mr. Weiser.
Fuck you.
This is happening in your state, Mr. Weiser. You came to my house and had a conversation with me on my porch, Mr. Weiser, when you were running for office, and you said that this stuff would not happen. And where are we here? It's happening. Chief Wilson, all through the uprising and us making noise for Elijah McClain, Chief Wilson talked about building bridges. She talked about reaching out to community leaders. Is this how you reach out to community leaders?
Hell no.
Is this how you reach out to community leaders?
No.
Kerosene bridges!
Y'all, it's a time. Like, we've had promises made and broken, and it's time to not only be in the streets protesting, but getting into that voter box and demanding that our elected officials keep their promises. Because I am tired of broken promises. And I'm one of those people that will get in, run for office possibly, do whatever
Yeah!
to make sure that we have people that are for the people making decisions about the people.
That's right.
In 1969, Black Panther Party leaders were targeted and neutralized by being assassinated, imprisoned, publicly humiliated, and falsely charged with crimes. Kidnapping, y'all? That's an embarrassment. You are purposely trying to embarrass the leaders of this movement. You are purposely trying to ruin their futures, make them not eligible for jobs, and hold them in jail unjustly. This is false. We are innocent. Nobody kidnapped anybody. You have to move people 3 feet to be kidnapped. Nobody moved anybody 3 feet. Nobody put hands on 3 feet. I know I was there. I didn't touch nobody. Listen. You know, the crowd is a little bit smaller than I expected, and I'm going to speak on that for a second, because the fear that these arrests have put in the hearts of regular people who have 9-to-5 jobs, regular people who are just joining the movement and afraid to stand up. And I want to say to those people, don't be scared. Don't let them scare you. This is not the case. Fear is false evidence appearing real.
They're trained to
It's
do.
false. False evidence appearing real. We don't have time for fear. We have to take this time, and the time is now for us to move and change the world. We're changing the world.
We are.
How is it that people protesting murder of Elijah McClain are arrested,
Right.
but the killer cops that killed Elijah McClain are at home in their beds with their money and still being paid?
Guillotine!
This is
Sorry.
hypocritical. You can't say that you believe in law and order and not actually believe in law and order. So if we're following the laws and we're charging people with crimes, you need to do it even-handedly across the board, whether you're right-wing or left-wing, whether you're Republican or a Democrat. Everybody needs to be charged equally, correct?
Right.
So where are we here watching? We're watching 1969 COINTELPRO repeat itself. History is repeating itself. And we already went down this road. So we're going to stop this road, we're going to navigate it, and we're going to change it. Because obviously what was changed in the past didn't stay, and we have to make the law stronger, and we have to fight for the people, or we have to create a government where the people have a voice. And that might be a new government. Listen. That might be. I know that people are afraid because William Barr is in the White House talking about he's going to charge people with sedition. Sedition, really? This land is stolen land in the first place. We are visitors in a country that does not belong to us. And some of us weren't even visitors to Real Talk. We were forced to be here. So we're going to make this stuff work for everybody. And you can't make the laws work for some people and not all, and expect us to settle for that. There's too many of us. There's more of us than there is of people who are in charge. So we need to remember that at all times. Everybody else who's speaking up, they're going to harass you. They're going to come. They're going to try to get you to snitch because that's how COINTELPRO works. And it's serious. They're going to try to get your phones. So hide your phones or encrypt your phones. And I'm not trying to spread fear, but the tactics that the police are using right now are COINTELPRO tactics. Interrogate people, charge them with 15, 23 crimes, and expect them to plead to one. We're not pleading to anything.
No.
We
No.
are completely innocent.
That's right.
At no point were these charges justified.
No.
We are innocent. Drop the charges.
That's right.
Drop the charges. They drop the charges.
Drop the charges.
Drop the charges.
Drop the charges.
Free our comrades.
Free our comrades.
Because this is just a media blitz. And I appreciate the media for keeping some of us safe. I just have to say that. Because when your cameras are watching, they can't do the stuff in the light in front of the people. It's what's done in the dark. So what's done in the dark will come to light.
That's right.
What's done in the dark, what's done in the secret boardrooms, what's done in the secret meetings, it will come to light. And we're shedding light. We are a force of light. We are light against the darkness. Some of y'all want to be darkness against the darkness. I'm cool with that. But we are light against the darkness, and we're going to elevate and illuminate all of these things that are being happen done.
Fire lights the way!
Well, second to last but not least. There's a quote, but I'm going to modify and remix it. And it says, first they came for the socialists. Look at all of my brothers and sisters over here. Look at who they chose to arrest. The socialists. Regardless of what your political beliefs are, and who you stand for, and who you support, they came for the socialists, and nobody stood up.
That's right. We're standing up.
They came. We are standing up.
That's right.
We're here. We're standing up. We're not going to let this repeat. Then they came for the trade unionists, and we've seen all the stuff going on with the school boards and the working class people, and they'll come for them, in the future and say, oh, you guys don't deserve $12 an hour or $15 an hour or a living wage period in Colorado, in the mile high income city, as Brother Jeff would say.
Yeah.
And we're going to stand up for them too. They came for the Jews, LGBTQIAP, the Hispanics, and the immigrants. And we're standing up for them too. We have been standing up for them
Yes.
all summer.
That's right.
We have
That's right.
out in this movement for lives, for Black lives. It's inclusive. It's not exclusive like some people would like to say. We're not the ones calling the division. The Aurora Police, the Arapahoe County DA, the Adams County DA, Dave Young, the murderer, you know, they're all causing division, and we're trying to bring everybody together. So, when they come for you, and when they come for me, who's going to be left? I want you guys to say that we're going to be here. I'm going to stand up. So, say stand up. Stand up. Stand up.
Stand up.
I'm here to stand up.
Stand up.
Time's up.
Time's up.
Arrest the killers of Elijah McClain.
Arrest the killers of Elijah McClain.
Arrest the killers of Nacelis Carter.
Arrest the killers of Nacelis Carter.
Where is Lashaya Stein?
Where is Lashaya Stein?
It took you guys 8 days to look for this little girl. And you guys know that it takes 48 hours to have the leads. Where is Lashaya Stein? Y'all, this government.
Where is the shade sign?
This government is failing us. So we have to stand up. So I just want to say, it is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
This isn't the end of the speaking program, so we're not going to repeat that. But I just want y'all to feel that energy and keep it in the back of your mind, because it is our duty to fight for our freedom, and it is our duty to win.
We have nothing to
lose but our chains. Give it up one more time for Lindsay, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Next up, we have our friend Keezy from the Black Lives Matter. Give it up for our friend Keezy. Oh, this crowd is bigger than I thought. First, can I have a conversation with y'all though? I don't want to just talk at y'all. Let's have a conversation.
Okay.
Am I the only one who is pissed?
No. No.
Am I the only one who is scared?
No.
But am I the only one who knows history?
No.
Okay, so we know what they're trying to do, right?
That's right.
They want to silence all of us, right?
That's right.
We won't let them do that, right?
No.
At the next demonstration, the crowd will be 3 times bigger than this, right?
Yes.
Because we're not scared.
That's right.
So I want to touch on COINTELPRO again, because it was effective in the 60s and the 70s, right? But we live in 2020 and we have all of the resources we need at our fingertips, right? So we won't let it be successful this time, right? I'm not convinced. We won't let it be successful this time, right? Okay, I guess. I don't really believe y'all. We won't let this be successful this time, right? We won't. So we have to do away with that fear. Fear is normal. It's normal to be scared, but right now ain't the time. Think about how much fear the people who were murdered by the police felt in their last seconds. That's nothing compared to what we feel. Right?
Yeah.
So we must continue to fight for political prisoners. All political prisoners. Political prisoners who have been there for decades. Political prisoners who have been there for days. We have to fight for everyone because we're all being targeted. And I think that's all I have to say. Like, I'm not feeling anything else in my spirit right now. I love you too. So, anytime I finish speaking, I always do a Sadish chant. So, Get prepared to do it 3 more times. All right,
Right,
repeat after me. It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love each other
We must love each other
and protect each other.
and protect each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
If you are able to, please raise your right fist in the air. It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love each other
We must love each other
and protect each other.
and protect each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
All right, now I want you so loud that your ancestors hear you, all right?
Yeah.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love each other
We must love each other
and protect each other.
and protect each
We
other.
have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Y'all know we only just getting started, right?
Incarcerated
Thank you.
by the police. He is a political prisoner. There is no doubt about it. He is a political prisoner. And we know what they're going to do now. They're going to try and demonize him. They're going to try and make him seem like he's something he's not. They're going to put mug shots on him that make him look like he's a hoodlum. He is not.
No.
My son is one of the greatest people I know.
Yes, yes.
Aside from my husband and maybe my other 2 kids. But I just want to show and tell you who Joel is. This is a picture of Joel when he was a baby. I don't know if you can see that 3rd middle finger sticking out. Music prodigy. Now, he does not acknowledge that now, but he was. When he was 2 years old, we could put him in the car, he could hear something on the radio and come in the house and play it on the piano. He is a savant, possibly. He is brilliant. He brought joy to our family all the time. He's well-versed and well-traveled. This is our family. We have a strong family unit. 2 parents, 4 kids. This is our trip to Italy together in 2002. This is Joel taking it all in. This is my son Joel, graduating cum laude from college. 2 degrees in 4 years. 2 degrees. This is who my son is. This is my son in his music days, singing in preparation for auditions with the Metropolitan Opera.
Wow.
This is who my son is.
I told you guys.
We were a family of pets. We love pets in our family, except Joel. He wasn't so crazy about the dogs licking him and pee he had to clean up. This summer, this picture was taken just a few months ago. I left with a little puppy at the house. The puppy started to cry. Joel took the puppy, put him on his lap, and comforted him. This is who my son is. This is who my son is. He is still fighting for the underdog, as he has done every day of his life that I know about. I am from a law enforcement family. I have uncles, cousins, who are police officers. I was talking to one of them yesterday. He was an officer when Martin Luther King Jr. was shot. he was given an order to arrest Stokely Carmichael because they knew Carmichael was about to continue Martin Luther King Jr.'s protests, and they wanted him out of the way. And my relative defied that order. Why can't police who stand up for what is right? Why is arrest men? Why do they agree to these things that are so egregious to the people? Why? Why? Where is the conviction? Where is the conviction of character? Where are people like my uncle? Where? And why can't we get that in the police department? This is absurd. And I know what I'm talking about because I am the wife of a law enforcement person. And I am the niece of law enforcement people. And I am the cousin of law enforcement people. So I know of what I speak. I just want to tell you a little bit more about Joel, if you don't mind. They have messed with the wrong black mama. Recently, I took on a case pro se in district court that exposed millions of dollars of fraud from a physical therapist's office. Pro se. I took it on. Finally, the Department of Regulatory Agencies agreed with me, and it's on their record that they did this. They messed with the wrong black mama. I will fight for my son with everything I have. Joel is brilliant.
Yes.
He started reading our Franklin Mint leather-bound books when he was in 4th grade. He started with Rousseau. He has an incredible sense of humor. I don't know if you guys know that, but he is one of the funniest people I know. He was offered an audition with the Metropolitan Opera. As I said, he graduated from college cum laude, 2 degrees, 4 years. He and every single one of his siblings, all 4 of them, were the Colorado Springs Gazette's best and brightest when they graduated from high school. We're a Christian family. I hope that doesn't offend you all. He used to take his Bible to school with him, and he would underline passages that were meaningful to him. But then, when his peers found out, went to a very conservative charter school. And when his peers found out that he could be a Democrat, they said, "You can't be a real Christian if you're a Democrat." Seems to me that Jesus had a few socialist tendencies.
Yes, he did.
Joel stopped going to youth groups after that. He was chosen for the AXO national competition. We sent him out to New York on a Thursday with $200. He was going to be gone till Sunday. Friday night, we get a phone call. "Mom, I need more money." "Joel, why do you need more money? They're taking care of everything." "Because I gave all the money I had to people on the street who said they needed it, and I knew I could get more from you." That's who my son is. That's who my son is. He is loving, caring, and he has the heart for the least of these, which is what Jesus calls us to do. The least of these. And that is my son's heart. And now he's being persecuted by the state and by those who support Trump's regime, or this government's regime. He's being persecuted. Let me just make a few comments, if you don't mind, from my perspective as a Christian. John 2:9, I believe, 2:19. The Pharisees, who I liken to today's establishment, were trying to trap Jesus. And they were saying that, he said he would tear down this temple. And Jesus said, if you tear down this temple, I will rebuild it in 3 days. Speaking of his resurrection. They took it literally. And to me, when the police say that one of your comrades, the female, I can't recall her name, said that perhaps they're going to tear down the establishment, Lillian, that is so akin to what Jesus was saying. It's hyperbole. It's a way of expressing yourself. And what I know was meant was that this Pharisaical government needs to be rebuilt.
That's right.
Just like Jesus said, he would rebuild the temple.
Yeah. That's right.
Jesus has been our role model. And I am grieved because as a family in Colorado Springs, we have sat in white evangelical churches. We have raised our children in white evangelical churches. We have studied. We have gone to youth groups. 87% of white evangelicals support the things Trump is doing. I was saddened. For 2 years, I have cried and I have been grieved because the people I have loved, broke bread with, shared holidays with, support what is happening to my people, to my sons, people that they love, and still vote for Donald Trump, 87%. And so now I'm just pissed off. Donald Trump is an anti-Christ. Make no mistake about it. He is an anti-Christ. He is a pathological liar.
Yeah.
God says Satan is the father of lies. Donald Trump, could he be called a Satan? He lies pathologically. God says the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Donald Trump and the Republicans and anybody else who follows after the almighty dollar will not inherit the kingdom of heaven. So how can Christians support this craziness? How? How do they support it? Why do they support it? I don't understand it. Don't understand it at all. There are so many other things I could share. Adultery. Donald Trump is a serial adulterer. How can you, and a sex offender, how can a Christian support a serial adulterer and sex offender? Now let me just say one thing about their excuse. They can't support anybody who supports abortion. Main excuse that I hear. Let me just say this. According to my Bible, if you have not reached the age of accountability, meaning an infant, and you die, you immediately are in the arms of Jesus. Immediately. If you are an adult and have reached the age of accountability and have not reconciled with your God, you may not be reconciled with him for eternity if you believe that, which I do. So taking the lives of grown black men, taking the lives of people because of COVID and they don't have health care, taking the lives of any adult from an eternal perspective is far more detrimental than the life of an innocent child who is in the arms of Jesus as we speak. This is not acceptable. I am not happy, and I will tell you, there is a difference between the white evangelical church and the black church. I no longer associate myself as a quote evangelical because I do not want anything to do with a church that supports us. And by the way, maybe they should lose their tax exempt status. I know there are people here with so many different beliefs. My family is very much that way. We have a rainbow coalition in our family. 2 of my daughter-in-laws are white. 1 of them is Jewish. My future son-in-law is Hispanic. We have a lot of talks. We have a lot of discussions. Some of them don't go so well. But we love them, and they love us.
That's right.
And let me tell you what arresting my son has done. It has brought me out here to call to account white evangelical Christians. It has brought my husband out here, who is law enforcement. It has caused my daughter-in-laws to get on, my white daughter-in-laws, to get on their extensive networks in support of my son. So they put Joel in jail, but exponentially, they got a lot more than they were probably bargaining for. I love Joel. I thank you all for giving me this time.
Free Joel!
Free Joel, y'all. Free all the comrades, all political prisoners.
Free all political prisoners!
Let me hear it.
Free them all!
I want our people in jail to hear it. I want the people across the way to hear it. Get louder. One more time for me. Louder.
Free them all! Free them all!
We don't get no justice.
They don't get no peace!
I said if we don't get no justice,
They don't get no peace!
if we don't get no justice,
They don't get no peace!
that's what I'm talking about, y'all. All right, so the next person we have speaking is Comrade Nate for the Party for Socialism and Liberation. Give it up for Nate, y'all.
All right, thank you everyone for coming out. Give it up for yourselves. So today, we are here in a struggle that has been going on for decades on decades. This is the same fight our comrades before us fought. Comrades like George Jackson and Assata Shakur. And so many more. Revolutionaries around the world have been fighting against the same rotten, racist, capitalist, imperialist system that has murdered Elijah McClain and imprisoned our comrades. Comrades from all over the world, from Morocco, Tunisia, Nepal, Bangladesh, Italy, Spain, Brazil, Argentina, Ghana, South Africa, and so many more have expressed their solidarity with the anti-racist movement in Denver. So we've seen the same love and support on the streets of Denver and Aurora. We've seen the thousands of people, workers and families, streaming out into the streets and sidewalks to support our rallies, honking their horns and raising their fists to show that they are with us. We know they locked up our leaders in order to sow fear in our community, to discourage people like us from demanding justice, and to stop us from rising up together against oppression. But we're here today to show that's not going to happen. So for our people, we fight. For every oppressed person, we fight.
Fight!
For those who can't be here today, we fight. We fight together because we know we are stronger than any system that oppresses us. The police think their actions will quiet this movement, but in reality, their repression will only breed resistance. And if there's anything that I know about this community, is that we can resist.
That's right.
We have shown time and time again that we are greater than our oppressors. They fear us and tremble at our unity. They fear our courage and they fear our power. Our power cannot be denied from us. It exists because we are unified from Aurora to Denver to Minneapolis to DC to Portland to Louisville and all around the world. They will never know what it's like to have this kind of solidarity. Comrades, we will dare to struggle. We will dare to fight. We will challenge fascism and racism at every turn. And we will dare to win. I want to hear y'all say it. When I say power to the people, you say all power to the people. Power to the people.
All power to the people.
Power to the people.
All power to the people.
Power to the people.
All power to the people.
Thank you.
Sorry.
There she is. Okay. How funny. There she is. Alright, let me